how should one manage their career or job search during this time?
Yeah, I think this is an important topic. What I think is the virtual teams will be the way to work. So the remote work levels are going to remain high in 2021 and probably beyond that. So we need to recognize that and accept that as a fact,
Mm-hmm.
right? So the other thing that's going to happen is skills and talents will be portable. If things can be done virtually, things can be done from a remote location, then there will always be a question of how can we shift the work from A location to B location, A person to B person. That will happen a lot. Uh, the customer experience that we are building now and the customer experience that we might have to build a year later will be different. And engaging into that thought process will be critical for any leader across any organization. I think that will be critical. Time zones won't matter. I think, as I said earlier, I think we are in the phase one of this journey, and there are multiple phases that are coming down that we need to be prepared for. So, for example, right now, what we have done is every process that was being done in person, we just captured that process and made it virtual.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And so you have virtual meetings, you have 25 people joining a meeting, making decisions, you have back-to-back meetings, you have instant messages going on and whatnot. That's probably the phase one of this. The phase two is going to be probably shorter meetings, or meetings that would last for 15 minutes, with 3 people joining it and making a decision. And everything about information, everything that is FYI, everything that is sharing information probably will happen on IMs, through wikis and whatnot. So
Yes.
the self-learning and understanding about things around you will become a primary driver, and people are not going to come and teach you beyond a point. So that's going to happen in 2021, where the meetings will be used only for decision making, and everything else you are probably in the self-learning mode, or probably in reading mode. Phase three, in my opinion, will be I'll do my work when it suits me.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's where it will go. So, and all of us can recognize this probably. Some of us are more effective and more happy and more energetic, engaged in the morning, and some of us are doing our best work in the evening or late night, right? And in current environment, even pre-pandemic, we were kind of forced to kind of work through a day routine that did not recognize this fact. Even today, while working remotely, we are still kind of adjusting to those day routines as a practice. But in phase three of this, probably what will happen is, unless something is urgent, people are going to work in their own time zones, in their own best time zones and best, probably flow state, rather than working when you want them to work on things. And also, it will be a completely distributed model, wherein small tasks will be smaller and they will be distributed across many team members, and somebody will kind of integrate them. So that's all going to happen. The policies about remote working will change. For example, in Germany right now, they are trying to pass a bill where working from home is a right. All the processes that can be automated will be automated. Just know that. And I think education and health industry will grow a lot, and how they will evolve will change a lot. So those are the changes that are coming. And if you are preparing for your career, if you are a manager, I think you should think about how are you leading virtual teams? Are you effective at doing that? How are you thinking about new customer experiences? Are you able to link your work, your value to the customer experience or the value that you need to add for the organization? Are you building everything that can be scaled, can be implemented globally? If you're not thinking about that, then probably there will be questions about your contribution. How will you manage distributed work? That will be an area of, I would say, development for each and every one of us. If you are an IC, then, how will you contribute remotely will be the question that you will have to answer. What is the value add versus time add that you are doing as an individual contributor? So that will be a question. Coming back to the job search, I think the changes that we all will have to kind of think through are there are going to be longer times in finding the jobs because the jobs are shifting. There will be 5 to 10x more applicants to the jobs as compared to what you have today. New skills will be required, and the ability to work remotely will be one of the core skills that you will look for on the job profile. So my suggestion is your social presence needs to kind of upgrade itself, because
Yes.
right now your online profile is you.
Yes.
The ability to meet people and influence them in person is gone.
Yes.
So how do you do that? I think people will start accepting temp jobs as good jobs for developing new skills.
Yes.
uh, Virtual hiring will become the norm, so get used to presenting yourself at best during
Mm-hmm.
those virtual hiring processes. Onboarding will be virtual as well. So I think you need to prepare for yourself for in that direction. I think my advice would be to research companies that are hiring, but network a lot. I think your ability to network right now is going to directly impact your ability to find a new job, new opportunity. And your online presence probably should be so strong that a job finds you rather than you need to go and find a job. So uh, be ready to talk about why you will thrive in this environment where
Mm-hmm.
you will have virtual plus in-person combination going forward.